Oh. You think you've the Rona? What does that even mean? I think I've the Rona. Are you a Brit?
Like every cough is like a fucking...
I've got the Roned, dude. I feel that I may have the Rona. The Rones. Man, how did that guy go under my radar for so long? Crazy white dude quoting rappers for news. Why are rappers being quoted by a fucking white guy for the news? Why? Why? Why?
The same people that watch that dude are the ones that voted for Pete Buttigieg. I guarantee it.
You think those are Buttigieg voters? They have to be. You're right. You're so fucking right. They have to be Buttigieg voters. That's the only way it makes any sense. I could actually see Buttigieg doing that. I don't think he has. I think he's smart enough not to, but I could see him. I could see it happen.
The temptation lives within him.
Hey, congratulations, Joey. Enjoy your cigarettes, you dumb fuck. Who is Buttigieg? Wow. Are you fucking 10? Do you need to be kicked out because you're 10? You know this is an 18 plus chat, right? So you're 18 plus and you don't know who Pete Buttigieg is. You watch me all the time and you don't know who Pete Buttigieg is.
Just think about it for a while.
Yeah, think about it, and or just fucking Google it. You know what I mean? Don't come in here fucking asking for shit. I'm going fucking ham. I'm going militant on people in the chat today. Today's gonna be a fucking flush day. Any stupid bullshit, any stupid attention-seeking shit getting dumped. Getting dumped today. The most exciting and radical candidate we had. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, dude. Buttigieg. Would you get a fucking profile pic? I'll answer your question if you use that 300 seconds to get a goddamn fucking profile pic.
No, Phoebe already.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever the fucking prevailing ban is what you get, dude. You're lucky if you get a fucking ban or you get a timeout from me, and one of my fucking mods doesn't ban you outright. You fucking stick them. I don't give a shit, dude. Stick them all. Dude, the views for this shit don't go down no matter how many people I ban, bro. I probably got like a good 600 fucking people on my ban list, and there's still the same amount of people show up to these every fucking day, dude. Ban them. Nuke them all.
That's all you need. It's like 100 people. They might as well be good people.
That's true. Banned people still watch, so they have something to complain about on Reddit. Yeah, they still give me that +1 to view count. That's what really matters. Why do you ban people and they keep coming back? Because it's, I don't know, it's the circle of life. You know, you never watched Lion King?
Hate watchers are the most dedicated watchers.
Yep. This is the truth. Learned that from Private Parts, the Howard Stern movie. It was the first movie to really teach me that principle. That people that hate your guts watch you like twice as long as people who enjoy you. Like people who enjoy you, they go like, "Oh yeah, Paul's streaming, cool. Maybe I'll check him out." See, people that hate you are like, "Fuck, that motherfucker's on. I drop everything." They're dedicated. I have not heard about the Nabisco strike yet. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's so true. Highdeology got you begging. Please forgive me. Well, the radical ideology is only there to make the room temperature water look a little spicier. They don't really let the radical ideology go any further than that. It's the room temperature fucking tap water that makes it through every time. Dude, Booty Judge is coming back too. I just feel it in my fucking bone.
Yeah, he just got a kid that's like political clout.
Booty Judge is coming right back. He ain't done. It's coming right back into it. Right back into the thick of it. Yeah, the most interesting thing about Booty Judge was his name. That is true. Trump is going to win 2024, and I wish I could be wrong. You're making some pretty hot takes there. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm willing to go like he's definitely got it in the sack, but I do know that like it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be closer than it should be, one way or the other. Obama was not exciting. Obama paved the way for these people to pretend to be exciting. Like that's just the way it is. Like Obama was exciting the first time he came out because politicians hadn't figured out how to do this hopey changey shit yet. He paved the way for that. So now we get milquetoast politicians that try and dress themselves up as exciting. Meh. Dude, Obama being exciting to little kids who can't vote, that ain't the way you do it. Oh, bummer. Poor Obama. Yeah. Before Obama, we had Clinton doing the hopey changey. They just had to figure it out.
You think the last true hope and change president was
FDR, probably. Maybe fucking, maybe Kennedy. Kennedy was the hope and brains candidate. It was definitely before my lifetime. That's for sure. Oh, he was just young. We haven't had a young fucking president in 2 cycles. So I saw a tweet the other day, and or maybe it wasn't a tweet, maybe it was a fucking Reddit post or something. I can't remember where I saw it, but somebody had posted, if we think that like 70 and 80-year-olds are incompetent to do jobs generally considered to be unemployable due to their like slowness and incompetence and how the body and the mind slow down, like if that's the truth, which it is, why are they almost exclusively running our country? Think about it. You wouldn't hire an 80-year-old to fucking run your grocery store for you, because they're probably going to get lost. They're probably not going to be able to keep track of everything that you fucking need them to. They're slow. The competence level just isn't there. That's why they don't, like, there used to be a fucking rule in business where at 65 you retired. It wasn't, you know, just an arbitrary rule. It was because around that age, people's brains start to slow down and turn to mush. So if it's true that old people, as they get older and older, especially into their septuagenarian, octogenarian years and shit, they get slower and less competent on the whole, why are they almost exclusively running our fucking country? In fact, they are exclusively running our country. President, septuagenarian. Fucking Speaker of the House, septuagenarian. Why are there nothing but old people running for president? Look at our choice. Ancient and ancient. 70 plus and 70 plus. Which one you want to, which grandpa do you want to roll the dice on this year? What is that? What is that? Reagan was an old man at 64. You know, Reagan lost his mind during his second fucking term. You know, Ronald Reagan was pretty much in a fog of fucking Alzheimer's disease for his whole second term. Yeah. Yeah. He went completely fucking senile. There was a big joke that Nancy Reagan was running the country because she was the only one that could speak anymore. She would show up and do speeches and shit and do public appearances, and fucking Ronnie Reagan was locked up somewhere because he was just fucking out of it. There was no invocation of the fucking Senate rules that allow us to replace a president who's mentally or physically infirm and can't do the job. I can't remember what that is. What is that, the 22nd Amendment or some shit? The 25th, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and time you out, Jams, because I really hate reading a whole ass paragraph of shit and by the end of it going like, what did that person just say? You really need, if you're gonna type that much shit in here, you need to fucking fact check it, fucking look at it. You need to do a little work. Because
second time out.
Yeah, that's your second time out. 3 strikes, you're fucking out. Next time I notice you doing anything that even fucking raises my eyebrow, you're banned. Tired of it. I don't know if you're too stoned or too stupid to type a comment, but either way, like, you're banned next time I fucking waste my time reading one of your shits. You're gonna type me a paragraph, I'm fine with that, but it better be cogent and lucid, and I better be able to make something out of what you're saying. It better not be just a collection of fucking random sentences, dude. A lot of talk of using the 25th on Trump. They should have used the 25th on Trump. He's fucking got dementia. The dude can barely string a sentence together. He's got fucking he's demented. They should use it right now on Joe Biden. Joe Biden is demented. Have you listened to his fucking press conferences, he's not even there. He looks scared. He's like, "And we're gonna keep doing it." He's fucking lost. He's an old man that is sitting in the world's most expensive home. Look at the look on his face. He's terrified. It really is. It's sad. It is elder abuse. It really is. Look at his face. He looks terrified. Because he knows he can't keep a fucking thought for 2 or 3 seconds. So he's afraid he's going to say something or do something wrong, and he usually does. He's terrified up there. He's scared shitless of what's happening to his fucking brain. Look at him. Look at the look on his face and in his eyes. You can't fake that. It's fear. He's afraid. Because he's old. And he's got the fucking world on his shoulders. What are we doing? Is Trump not just someone who's gotten used to rambling to hide his cluelessness rather than demented? I'm sure his rambling to hide his cluelessness doesn't help. But you need to go and look into some of the things that Trump did and said in the last couple of years of his fucking presidency. There's having, you know what I mean, a tactic of just babbling in order to cover up a lack of knowledge for things, and there's literally being lost. Maybe he's concentrating on what they're telling him in the earpiece. No. He doesn't have an earpiece, bro. He's reading off of a fucking teleprompter looking like a deer in the headlight. He looks so afraid. Go just pull up Biden's latest press conference and look at the look on his face. Tell me you can't read that as a human being. 90% of communication is nonverbal, so don't even listen to what he's saying. Just look at the look on his face and tell me what you pull out of it. Use your fucking ability as a human being. Don't come back asking why you were timed out. You're just going to get fucking banned. Don't be stupid. If you were timed out, come back and be a model citizen. Don't ask. Don't ask stupid questions in here. Stupid questions get direct answers. Have another 300 seconds. So tired of wasting my fucking time. So tired of not being able to carry on a cogent fucking conversation without people jumping in with their stupidity. Stop it. It's just going to get you fucking banned here. Don't do it. Contribute or leave. Or be quiet and let the people that know how to contribute, contribute. Really, I'm curious why he chose to end the Afghan occupation. I was surprised. Trump set most of it in motion before he left office.
He made a deal with the Taliban to leave by May.
Yep.
Biden pushed it to September.
So it would have required Biden rescinding some kind of fucking agreement with the interim foreign government of a country after pulling out, and it just ended up like, look, dude, I firmly believe, and if you want to call me a fucking conspiracy nut for this, I firmly believe that those troops are needed elsewhere. That's why we're pulling out of Afghanistan, because that little money-making scheme is now established. Like, the Taliban has already said that American contractors can keep working. They're going to honor all the American mineral contracts and all that shit.
And you can see how much faith they had in the Afghan military if they made the deal with the Taliban.
Yep.
They already knew the Taliban was going to take over and had to deal with them.
Yep. No, I honestly think that the massive drawdown that we've seen in Iraq over the last fucking 6 years, and this fucking final drawdown in Afghanistan, this pulling home of our major fucking combat forces in two of the major theaters in the global war on terror. I get the feeling that those troops and resources are needed elsewhere. in the next few months. And we're going to start seeing a campaign of propaganda and media capitulation to that propaganda for one of these countries: Syria, Lebanon, fucking Nigeria, or fucking one of those African countries. Like, Africa is a place that we haven't fucking landed yet.
Well, they have their fucking, I can't remember the terrorist group there, but they have a huge fucking
Boko Haram.
Boko Haram, yeah.
Yep. I just got South America as a possibility as well. I don't understand what you said, so you're getting timed the fuck out. China will back the Taliban and they will undertake a pipeline directly to China. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to make some kind of geopolitical move to counter that, aren't we?
I mean, we're already kind of back of the Taliban if we made the deal with the Taliban in the first place.
Yeah. Made a deal with them and left literally fucking like 1 billion guns behind for them. Have you seen the pictures of and videos of these Taliban soldiers loading up the backs of trucks with just endless, brand new, never been fired American fucking weapons? We'll see. It may just be because my entire life, since I was a little kid, it's been the Middle East, and that's why I'm thinking it's going to be Syria, it's going to be fucking Lebanon, it's going to be Iran, it's going to be... That's what I think. But there's a good fucking chance that America goes like, all right, time for a fucking change in tactics. Because Africa is Africa is basically the same thing as the Middle East is. It's a place where there's great political instability and huge amounts of untapped resources. The ground there is so fucking rich. The jungles there are so rich and unexploited. There is so much money in Africa. And it's such a fucking politically unstable place. Maybe that's our next fucking stop. I just don't believe for a second that these fucking troops, within the next 6 months, I will be shocked if these troops aren't redirected somewhere else. Or sent back into fucking Afghanistan. Because that's a total possibility too. People are forgetting. Like, shit gets bad over in Afghanistan, political pressure gets bad on fucking the Democrats, and they think they're going to drop the strap to the fucking Republicans. They'll send troops back in. Limited engagement squadrons. So that's what I think. That's what I think this is about. I think ultimately, geopolitically speaking, those troops are needed elsewhere now. And within the next fucking half year or so, we'll find out where that is. Probably one of the places we're currently doing airstrikes on and shit. And this is why, like, there's so many people tearing themselves up over this fucking Afghanistan shit. And it's like, look, you want to direct your anger at something? Direct your anger at military interventionism. Direct your anger at the next war. Come out right now as already against the next war and start. The left definitely needs an anti-war movement fucking shot in the arm. The anti-war movement on the left died a sad, fucking pitiful death during the Obama administration because Obama was a fucking warmonger and the left couldn't figure out how to criticize him.
Well, it's like they made this media campaign, like, from these supposed nonprofits to go into Syria.
Yeah.
Like, there were petitions and everything, like, to go into Syria to save them.
Yep. Dude, I did one of the saddest pieces of activism ever in my life as an anti-war activist during Obama's administration. I was so nonplussed with Obama and how fucking bad he was that I literally started hunting for anything on the left that had a message that I could get behind. And I found a local anti-war fucking group. Very small group of mostly middle-aged white people. But at the very least, they had an impetus to protest against Obama's fucking bombing of shit. Right? They were not lefties that were doing the fucking double take of like, it's only bad when a right-winger's doing it. They were doing, the right thing. And he was drone bombing all over the fucking Middle East. And I went to a couple of meetings of these people. They met at like pizza places and stuff, and they would sit down and plan out, a couple of different direct action things for the month, right? And the first thing that they planned out was a demonstration out in front of the Walmart in my hometown, which has a lot of fucking traffic, a lot of people in and out. There's only one real way to get in and out of the parking lot. And so, the plan was to stand there with signs and talk to people who wanted to talk to us about, Obama's fucking warmongering and just the warmongering in general of the United States. And how it needed to stop, and how that money could be spent elsewhere, like on fucking education or healthcare or whatever the fuck, right? That was our intent. Dude, we stood out. There were probably like 8 of us, maybe 9 of us that showed up to the event. Somebody made a bunch of signs. We went to that person's truck and grabbed a sign, went and stood. And we were I spent 3.5 hours standing there with my sign getting insulted by everybody in my town. There was not a single person in my town that showed what I would call support for that action. It was fucking horrible. I had a dude pull up next to me that I recognized. I don't remember his name, but he worked with my parents, and he was like, "Your parents are going to be so fucking disappointed in you." I was like, "What? Dude, I'm a grown-ass man. What?" That was one of the most disheartening pieces of direct action that I've ever engaged in my entire fucking life. Definitely put me off the join a little fucking group in a small town and shit. That ain't it, Chief. Not a fucking mind was changed. Not a thing was fucking accomplished that day, other than making the people that fucking stood on that line feel like shit.
Mythology, like they're all gonna come here and kill us if we don't kill them over there.
Yep.
Fucking 9/11 happened because we were intervening over there.
Not according to the fucking warmongers. It didn't. 9/11 happened because we allowed them to gain too much power over there. We sat back while they talked crazy anti-American shit. I'm gonna have to clean this pipe. This pipe is fucking dunzo.
Yeah.
This pipe is clogged, ladies and gentlemen. This pipe is clogged. I wish I'd had some fucking... I need to order some raw cones.
Yeah.
So I can just roll myself joints. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Just gonna have to soak this motherfucker in alcohol. It's a clogged, ladies and gentlemen. It's a clogged. It no wanna work no more. Somebody say they need their pipes cleaned. This pipe needs to be fucking cleaned too. You know what? I hate these fucking things, dude. I hate how you have to clean your smoking utensils after every use, otherwise they end up looking all dirty. I hate that shit. I'm over it. They need to come up with a clean way of combusting marijuana. Clean combustion. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna order some raw cones so I can just roll myself some J's out here because I'm tired of this fucking pipe smoking shit. Bought a bong and dropped the bowl and snapped it the first use. That's fucking sad, bro. That's no good. That's no bueno.
It's the Stevie maneuver.
What?
Breaking pipes.
Oh yeah, we didn't tell that story. Dude. When we were in Los Angeles, Taylor and Scotty went to this pot shop. Or I think it was just Taylor.
Yeah.
It was you and Taylor, right? Mm-hmm. Amelia and Taylor went out to go get some like shopping and like grab some sodas and shit. And then they went to a pot shop to grab Scotty some weed. And Taylor picked him out this really nice pipe. It's like a $50 pipe like this. Like this would be like a $5, $6 pipe. This was like a $50 pipe. It was like all like Cthulhu kind of, if I remember it. It had like tentacles coming off of it and shit. It was just a really cool piece, right? And Scotty collects those. Scotty like actually has a ton of like really neat pieces of glass. And so he, you know, she bought that for him special. I shit you not, dude. We packed that bowl up, passed it around one time, probably. Scotty got up and went inside. We packed the bowl up again. It started with Stevie, and I can't even remember how he did it, but he fabipped that pipe, dude. He just like was holding it and went like, and I heard the noise, and for me as a stoner who's heard that noise a few times in his life, I knew that motherfucker broke without even looking at it. I was like, oh. And he was like, oh, I broke it. It's just fucked. You know what I mean? It wasn't even just like chipped or some shit in a way that it was at least still usable. It's fucked, dude. It's snapped. Like unusable. And TJ was so happy. He was like, all right, Scotty, or all right, Stevie, now you got to go in and you got to tell Scotty you broke his pipe. He's got this big grin, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, I don't even want to hear this. Dude, the look on Scotty's face, I walked in at the same time. Stevie walked over to Scotty with the 2 pieces of pipe, and he was like, dude, I'm sorry I broke your pipe. And Scotty's face was just like, I can't even do it. I don't know what he did. He didn't roll his eye. He just had this look of absolute anger and despair on his face, and I was just like, oh man. No. No. Yeah, I remember when I was I wasn't new to the Drunken Peasants, but I had just moved to, or I was in the process of moving to the Seattle area. And I was staying with TJ, and Ben brought over a big fucking, like, I don't know, 3-foot bong that he had, really nice. And it was sitting on TJ's coffee table. And I fucking whirled around because somebody called my name and bumped the fucking thing, and it went think. It didn't break, but you know, Ben already didn't like me, so that was not a great maneuver. You know, Ben already was not a fan of Paul's ego, and then, you know, knocking over his bong right in front of that was, you know, just more excuses in his mind to hate me. I don't blame him though. That is pretty dumb. At least I didn't break it though. It fell off of a short fucking coffee table onto carpet, so it didn't break, you know.
Yeah, like that one would probably survive a crop like that.
Onto carpet for sure. Yeah, it's good and thick. Did he actually hate you? I don't know. You'd have to ask him about that. I will tell you this: he didn't like me very much. He was not a fan of me personally. And you know, the same goes back the other way. You know, certain people just like rub each other the wrong way. You know, it happens. oil and water. You heard that expression? You know, like some people just do not fucking mix, no matter what you try. I kind of feel like that maybe me and Ben could have worked under a certain, like as friends, under a certain kind of circumstance, but the ones that we were in were not that circumstance. You know what I mean? There were times where, you know, Ben and I had really good times together, like on the show, laughing with one another and shit. And that implies a certain possibility for friendship, but it just wasn't there. Off the air, the dude fucking hated my guts. And quite frankly, now that there's this many years, was constantly angling for ways to fire me. Like, as soon as I was hired, he started looking for excuses to fire me. And when we moved to Louisiana, he found the one that stuck. And he was able to basically reduce me to an appearance fee guy. So, what that was about, I don't know. Because I'll tell you one fucking thing, dude, not to brag, I made that show a fuck ton of money. A fuck ton of money. An absolute motherfuck ton of money. But I'll be honest with you, as a performer, I let it feed my performance. It created a really strange fucking environment for me to have to operate in. But I took it as a challenge. I was like, I'm just going to be good despite this. I'm going to be funny and interesting, and I'm going to contribute to the show despite all this fucking bullshit. And I did. So kudos to me for that. It was a good experience. I've never worked in a kind of like performance gig that was that actively hostile. Like with somebody above me that was that actively hostile towards me as a performer. And so it really like caused me to confront a lot of my own insecurities, and really like, I don't know, it actually was worth going through, even though it fucking sucked. Yeah, it definitely fucking sucked, but see, like, you guys can shit all over fucking DP on your own time. That's not my intent here. I'm talking about a personal relationship and a business relationship that I had with Ben. And that doesn't have anything to do with me shit talking his current projects or shit talking him personally. You know, notice I'm not going, Ben was a fucking lunatic, Ben was this. Because look, dude, he would probably say the same shit about me. I'm trying to be fucking temperate about it, but actually talk about the angles of it. And half of you fucking people are using it as a platform to dump on another show. Just stop. You guys gotta let go of that angst. Dude, I was on that show, and I don't feel the need to fucking shit on it. I actually was invested in that show. I had blood, sweat, and tears invested in the existence of that show, and I don't feel the impetus to shit on it. Why are you so rabid? Why?
It's not a competition. You have a completely different show now.
Yeah. Dude, I moved on years ago, and it's just like, dude, I'm trying to talk about something from my past in a way that I think is incredibly fucking charitable, because there's a lot of distance. If you would have asked me about this shit and I would have let myself talk shit about it 3 years ago when it was still raw and fresh in my fucking mind, yeah, I probably would have talked a bunch of booty chatter about Ben and shit. But I didn't. I made the choice not to do that because it serves nothing. And now that I'm so distant from it, that the anger is something that's almost completely set aside in my life, and I can actually talk about the function of it, I think it would be interesting to people who used to be fans of the show back in the day to hear it, but apparently it's not. Apparently what you guys want me to do is sit here and shit talk Ben, shit talk Billy, Shit talk DP in its current form, because yeah, that's the T, right? Fuck off. Fuck off, dude. Nobody makes a dollar and a dime in this business by wiping their ass with somebody else that's out there doing the same fucking thing. I don't watch current DP. That's not an indictment. I don't watch shit. I don't watch anybody's shit. Right? And that's it. So if you don't like it anymore or whatever, just move on from it. This fucking like impetus that so many of you have to take a frank discussion about something that was in my past that you might find interesting. It's like if I were interested in the show in the same way you were as a fan. See, I have a whole different interest in DP. DP was, that was what I did for a living. It was my vehicle. It was my, it was my chance. For you, it was your entertainment. Right? So if you were really genuinely entertained by that, wouldn't you like to hear a person like me tell you some shit that went on behind the scenes and stuff? Or does it have to be like me being a hateful piece of shit? Because if that's what you want, you're not getting it. You want me to fucking dog out somebody else's fucking show for no goddamn fucking reason that I don't even watch. You're not getting it. See, that to me, if I think about like things that I've been a fan of, let me think of something. Nirvana. Okay? Let's say that like Dave Grohl was gonna fucking talk about Nirvana and talk about like some shit that went on behind the scenes and the relationship he had with Kurt or whatever the fuck, right? And you've got the opportunity to fucking hear about that shit, or I've got the opportunity to hear about it. And I can't even imagine being in the headspace of being able to interject in that fucking conversation and doing nothing but wanting like talk shit about Courtney Love, talk shit about Courtney Love, talk shit about Courtney Love, Courtney killed Kurt, Courtney killed, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like you don't understand how to fucking just let a person talk frankly about something without turning it into a goddamn fucking spill the tea fest, dude. That's so sad. It's so sad that that's like where you're still at. I went through this shit. Like I actually lived this shit, and I'm less angry about it than some of you are. The fuck is that about? Think about that. You're more invested in the drama than I am, and I lived it. It was my life. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't something that I watched every day or every other day. I lived it. And I carry less fucking angst and shit than a lot of you do about it. Why is that?
People like making everything a team. Like, oh, it's two opposing teams, and I gotta shit talk the other team.
Yeah, it's that whole like football kind of mentality. Politics is that way. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Because people want to see a show. They want blood. They yearn for it. Well, they can yearn some fucking where else. The type of shit is just fucking boring and pointless this many years on. Just move on with it. Find something else to think about. Amelia's totally right. It's that football team mentality. My team versus your team, and there's nothing rational about why I support the team. Because there doesn't have to be, because it's a team of fucking, that mentality is fine for football. I'm a Raiders fan despite the fact that they can't win shit. Now maybe that'll change. Just win, baby. But you know what? In my lifetime, especially from the age where I could actually be aware, like the Raiders in the early 80s, they were a dynasty, bro. And the 70s, ooh, the Raiders were good. But then once I became old enough to become aware of them, the Raiders just kind of tanked, you know, and they just haven't. They went to the Super Bowl one time since I've been an adult, and they got fucked real bad. Really, really bad by the Buccaneers. The fucking Bucks. Just can't do it, dude. All right, Flies. I've had it. Let's do this. Round one. Fight. Where you at? Land somewhere on this table, and I'm going to take my shot. And that's all there is to it. You're getting it. I've had enough. You're getting it. Land somewhere. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Who's next? Oh, yeah. Okay. Get over. No, land somewhere close by. Oh, yeah, right there. That's good. Dead. Fuck you. Next. Anybody else want to buzz by? Can you use that gun inside? I wouldn't. It sprays salt all over everything. It's definitely an outdoors weapon. I would not use it inside. And away we go. Do you think that DP got as popular as it did by writing the atheist creationist drama? Huh? Seems at the end like the show was scraping for more wacky loons to riff on. I don't remember the atheist creationism drama being that big of a thing on DP. I think it was more us being willing to platform people with different political ideas and shit that, and then the kind of blood sports environment that we invented kind of taking off as an idea. So if you want to know why I think DP got huge, it's because it was the first blood sports show. We invented internet blood sports. We invented the idea of getting two people to come on and just yell at each other like a crazy chimpanzee fucking troop, you know? And the crazy people shit too, right? Which led to a lot of blood sports, right? Mario was from the crazy person segment, and then, or eventually became part of it. And one of the first things that happened, a lot of you guys might not remember this, one of the first things that happened that banked me a ton of goodwill in the community was, okay, so they called me because I had made fun of the Vigilant Christian on one of my previous appearances. Hold on, let me get this fly. Got him. They were like, yeah, he's coming on. We want you to come on. And I don't remember how it all got worked out, but basically I remember telling them, like, I'm just going to troll him really hard all night. I'm going to try and make him uncomfortable. And they were like, okay. And dude, that was like the biggest, that boosted me a lot in the community. That episode, that was pre the manatee shit too. That was like, I just fucked on Mario the whole night, and he kept calling me an idiot. And I kept kept fucking with him. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he refused to come back on because of me. Not the first either. I got a few scalps on my belt for DP. People that were like, yeah, I'll come back on, but not if Paul's there, dude. I was just too good at the blood sports. Think about this shit, and you can call this fucking ego or whatever. After fucking DP ended in its first form, I went on what was at the time one of the most visible blood sports DP ripoff shows, and I destroyed the biggest fucking most visible DP ripoff of all. Andy Warski destroyed his whole fucking career with one appearance. I stepped into the blood sports community that I helped birth from my rage-filled womb. I dipped my pinky toe into that shit and I ended that motherfucker. Think about it. Think. Tell me it's not true. I'm too good at that shit. I'm too good at it. You helped, but it wasn't entirely you, though. I beg to differ, dude. I set in motion the downfall. And the downfall started with Andy Warski firing JF. That created a rift in his community that slowly drove him insane. And I did that. So you know, it's more of a, it's not like I'm claiming I was the puppet master of his entire downfall. I set it into motion. I instigated it. I pulled the first Jenga block out that started the tower wobbling. I lit the fuse on Milo's career as well. That is true. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I got a lot of shit for that Milo episode, but my angsty and inflammatory and combative tone led him to say some shit that, for good or ill, ended his fucking career. And look at him now, dude. He's reading Bible verses for Rick Wiles and running around the goddamn fucking internet trying to grift the anti-gay therapy shit while he's still living with his ex-fucking husband. Dude, I turned Milo straight. I made Milo a straight guy. Dude, yeah, that's the lore, dude. That's the lore. Fly, please. Come over here and land somewhere where I can fucking nuke you. Go ahead. Land on the table. Land anywhere I can see you within fucking 6 feet of me. And you're dead. You're fucking dead. Do you hear me, fly? I'm sick of you buzzing around. Gotcha. Thought you were safe there, huh? Well, you weren't. I got angles. I got angles on angles on angles. Is there anyone you wish you could have torn a new one back then but didn't get to? Sargon. I wanted to be let off the chain with Sargon. Sargon was at like the height of his popularity when he came on our show, and I wanted to fucking go at him hard, but I wasn't allowed. They kept the dog on a leash. Yeah. I would love to go back and redo that show and just fucking go hard on Sargon. Sargon. Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. 'Tis I, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, here with some more hot political takes. If you think about it, the Nazis were kind of right. You know, kind of right. Sort of right, you know. Anyway, on to other things. The SJWs continue to ruin the planet. Thanks, Zigzag. Peace to you, too. Yeah, I just feel like I could have accelerated it, you know? I could have stomped on the gas pedal a little bit, and we wouldn't have had to deal with so much Sargon. Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. That's an old meme from me and TJ's Highdeologies back when we were all living in the tinderbox. I used to go on these stoned-ass rants as Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Hello, everyone. 'Tis I, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, once again. got a hot political take for you tonight. And let's be honest, facts and logic dictate our political takes here. So let's just come right out and say it. Slavery wasn't all bad. There, I've said it. I'm sure I'll be roasted on a spit by the SJWs for speaking the truth once again. I'm sure there are legions of blue-haired and pink-haired, they, thems lining up right now. No, Sargon didn't really say that. I'm just, this is hyperbole. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he did. I hesitate to defend him too much. Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Tis I, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. What strain am I smoking? This is Bubblegum Runts. California's gone a little off the fucking beaten path. What dream did I have, and what does it mean? What? Dude, you're about to get banned. You're about to get timed out. No nonsense in the fucking chat, bro. I want to hear it. Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon doesn't want to hear it. We have a no-nonsense policy in this chat. And the more nonsense that you deliver, the closer you come to a ban. Understood? Yes? What? Here. Yes? Excited for Matrix 4? No. And let me tell you why. It's going to be yet another preachy sci-fi nonsense fest run by the SJWs. Lana and Tina Turner, or whatever their names are, at the forefront of SJWdom. What? Here. Yes? Spiffing good show, yes? What? Really good show. What? Yes? Here. Next question. Yes, cease with the rigmarole. Quite right, yes, quite, yes. Pip, cheerio and all that. Here. What? What? Which program are you currently viewing? Good question. You're watching SJWs Have Ruined the World with your host, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Yes? What? Here. Yes, BBC 4 exclusive. You are tuned in to BBC. This is BBC, and I am your host, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Thank you, Jared Griffith, for your kind contribution to the anti-SJW fund. What? Hear, hear. Good show, spiffing good show, sir. Well, I do believe a spot of tea would be great. You know what we need is another goddamned war. What? AOC is a Nazi. What? You're something of a political animal, Paul, so I have to ask, do you think we'll ever see a semi-decent U.S. president in our lifetime? What? Sir, there is no decency in the colonies and never was. They are rude ruffians, worthy of nothing but our scorn. Her Majesty's colonies have truly gone astray. What? Don't be ridiculous. Don't call me ridiculous, sir. You are the one worthy of ridicule. Whoa. I just popped Sargon out of my neck. I can't do the accent anymore. You, sir, are a common dandy. What? Ugh. Oh no, dude. I can't handle having a Sargon pop out of my neck, bro. Don't even fucking insinuate that that'll happen. Who wrote it? Who wrote "We become what we behold"? I'll look into it. It sounds interesting. Oh, right. What? So, I think I'm going to end this, go inside, chill for a minute. Got a big meeting today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.